And what happens if I press over the wrist here? Is that okay?
That's fine.
You're not getting any tingling or
Nope.
numbness?
Depends
And it's
how-
not sore if I...
Ooh!
If I press up here?
It is.
Keep trying to reassure her that she's
I
okay.
know, but I just don't feel normal at the moment.
Yeah.
My body just doesn't feel
Don't
right.
feel right. Yeah.
It's completely, well, ruined my life, to be honest, because I can't do what I want to do. I'm so frustrated.
I've got like a sore come up on the end of my penis. I can assure you it's not from messing around. I'm 65 years of age now.
Doctors can do more than just prescribe medication. We're here to listen, we're here to give support, and we're here to kind of think about the problem in a more generalised way.
Morning, Alex. You all right?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thanks.
I do think a lot of our job is reassuring people about their concerns. You have to search for things that they're worried about in order to put their mind at ease effectively.
I think it is really important to let people feel special when they're in your room. Don't rush them, let them get their story out to you. It's their time.
Hi, Mrs. Carter. I'm Dr.
Hi.
Khan. Come and
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Come and take a seat. How can I help?
I want to talk about my menopause. So I didn't have a period for like 14 months. So obviously I thought, you know, I had all the symptoms of menopause. So I thought, oh great, you know, I'm there. But then I had a couple of periods. I'm 58, so I think it should have been finished by now.
You're right, it is unusual to have such a long gap and then a bleed.
Yeah.
So let's go back a little bit to before you stopped having your periods. What were your periods like normally?
It was regular, 3.5 days, and then it started to drop like every 3 months, you know, and that went on for a year, and then it just stopped
Completely. And then that went on for 14 months.
Yeah.
And then when did these two bleeds happen?
May and July.
May and July. And how have you been feeling in yourself?
Sweating, my hair's fallen out, mood swings, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah. You are right, you're 58, and that is a little bit older than when we expect most women, not all women, to go through the change. The average age is 47 to 52-ish. That's the average age for most people.
Yeah.
But most averages, if I'm being honest, are based on white averages. It can vary from ethnicity to ethnicity as well.
Okay.
There is a lot of recognition now that people from various ethnicities will have different normal values, and white people's averages don't apply to everyone. So there is a lot of work being done. There's a lot of work to be done. The aim is just to keep everyone from every minority ethnic group safe and healthy. The only problem I have in all of this, if I'm being honest, is that the gap between that 14 months and then these two bleeds. We define menopause, or we assume people have gone through the menopause if they've had 12 months without a period, and you've got the other menopausal symptoms as well.
Yeah.
What we worry about is something called a post-menopausal bleed. The issue then becomes is this bleed that you had in May and in July, are they just leftover bleeds from whatever estrogen was floating around, or is there something else that's caused these bleeds? Yeah, we have to question it. We need to make sure that it isn't anything more serious. And by more serious, now I have to be very honest with you, we have to think about cancer of the lining of the womb. And I know that will probably shock you a little bit. I think we've got to rule out what's going on. So I'm going to have to refer you to see a specialist. I know. They will do a camera test into the womb and take a sample of the lining, that internal lining of the womb. And they will find out if everything's fine, we can get you onto HRT sharpish and get rid of these symptoms for you. But
That's
we've
good.
just got to
Rule it out.
first. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Damn. Hi, is it Andre?
Yeah, it's
Hi,
me.
come on in. Hi, come and have a seat. I'm Dr. Beecroft.
Nice to meet you, doctor.
And you? How can I help today?
9 months ago, I was at the gym. I had a bit of an accident trying to do squats.
Okay.
A friend of mine was taller than me, left the bar too high. I went to try and pick it up, and yeah, it didn't go well. I felt a shock going from the top of my neck to the bottom of my back.
Okay.
Since then to now, I've been having pain on and off.
Okay.
I started physio about a month or so ago, but then from starting physio, the pain has increased.
Okay.
On Friday, I was driving. I turned on the roundabout. I just turned my neck very quickly, and I felt like a cracking thing. But the pain just got worse. So I spent the night in hospital.
Okay.
They gave me painkillers. Said go home, take these painkillers for a week, and then let us know if nothing changes. But in the last 9 months, I've done courses of painkillers and antibiotics for like 3 times, I think, and it's only getting worse. I haven't had a scan. I haven't had anything.
Okay.
It's just being assumed that it's muscle.
Sorry, you can hear it clunking
Ah,
around.
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Sorry.
Where were you just feeling the pain?
Oh, there.
There,
Yeah.
that spot in particular.
I put my back out on the floor, can't move. The nerve is obviously trapped in there. It was excruciating.
And where's the pain if I touch?
Yeah.
Just here.
In there, that side.
Yeah, there.
Muscle, yeah.
To get out of the car is painful.
Break it there. Go on. Give it really. Does that hurt when you do that?
If I want to take a ticket out of the ticket machine, I have to open the door to get out because I can't stretch the arm.
Okay.
Go on. Really push. Oh. Okay, that's good.
I certainly can't chop logs.
Okay. So where are you feeling it exactly?
It's from the top of the neck
Yeah.
to the upper back.
All the way. So it's that kind of part of it here. It's not your
Yeah.
lower back. That's
No,
fine.
no. But
Okay. So I'll let you stay as you are. I'm going to come and stand behind you. You look your head straight ahead, and then can you pop your chin down on your chest for me? Well done. That's good stuff. Okay. And bring it back to normal. And then towards the door.
okay.
Okay.
Can you hear it cracking?
I can't hear it cracking, no.
I can feel
You can feel something, okay. And then twist back the other way for me. Fine. And in terms of sensation, that all feels normal. You can feel me
It feels a bit numb.
in all of the fingers or just bits of it?
Mainly the tips.
Just these little ones here. Yeah, fine. From what you're saying, you're worried that this is something that's not really sorted itself out. Even though
because I had a slip disc on my lower back in the
you?
past, and it feels very similar.
I'll explain what's going on. I'll draw you a little picture. So you've got your vertebrae, your bones in your neck, and in between you've got these little spongy discs that allow you to move. And at each level, you have these nerves that come out. I think this is a very muscular injury, and supporting all of these, you have these really big, strong muscles, particularly in your neck. They're all tight here, and they also spread all the way over to the top of your skull. So that's probably why you've had this pain here. When I touch your back, all of those muscles are solid. They should be nice and soft and pokey and flexy. And yours are just absolutely rigid. And that's what you're just holding it more and more and more, which is why it's not settling down for you.
Yeah.
I actually don't think you've got a slip disc or a pinched nerve because of the way that you're kind of presenting.
Yeah.
And this little bit of tingly side of things in your fingers is coming from being in such a rigid position. So what we need to do is get this movement kind of better and actually the problem will settle down. And I think physio is the right approach, but it sounds like we need to get you back for her to review the kind of exercises you were giving, because it sounds like you weren't really able to manage those ones at that stage. No. What I want to do is give you a very short course of a muscle relaxant medication, okay? You also need to kind of use heat on it or ice. It depends what your preference is, because that will help relax those shoulders. At the moment, your shoulders are up here by your ears, which is not where they belong. No. We need to bring them right down here, kind of thing. All right.
All right.
Okay, hope it settles down.
Okay, thanks.
And take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
What can I do for you?
I have been suffering with a heart problem for since January. I've been referred to the cardiology team. It came back as vascular ectopic, and I was told to try and keep my blood pressure down in the meantime. I'm going through an extremely stressful time at the moment and being made homeless within the next couple of months, and so my blood pressure has gone sky high, and my heart rate drops quite a lot, and when it does, it feels like it's thudding.
Have you brought your readings with you?
I have, yes. Oh, yes. Here we go.
You can see here we've got some normal readings.
Yep.
You've got some really good readings, haven't you?
And then some shockingly bad ones. Yeah, exactly.
And because you're diabetic, we have to be tighter on your blood pressure readings. So looking at your readings.
It's like this.
It is.
It had been dropping. It had been doing so well, and then I obviously got the news that I was going to lose my house, so obviously. And being on disability benefit, that's a bit of a...
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Getting there.
Yeah, come and take a seat.
Yeah.
Today I leave you seeing Dr. Pelly.
This one.
Yes, correct.
Alfie Howe.
Hello.
Hi there. Come on through. Ooh. Well done. Squeeze in there. That's it. Come and have a seat.
Every now and again, on the left hand, it locks up, right? And today, right, as you can see, and that one catches. So the doctor asked me to go up to the hospital.
That's right.
So just wait and see what you're going to say about the X-rays.
Yeah, fine, we'll come on to those in a minute. But can you just tell me a little bit more? So are you getting this locking on the back of your hand?
I would say around that area there. Right.
So it feels like the wrist gets caught in one particular position.
And then the fingers just, like that.
And does it go into spasm where the muscles get all tight?
Yes.
Does it feel painful when you have it?
Yes.
And what's it stopping you doing?
Lifting kettles and lifting cups and things like that. When I go to lift something, I have to change hands.
Can I have a little look?
Yeah.
Is it sore if I press anywhere?
Not there.
Where?
Yeah.
On this one?
Yeah.
Is
in there. Oh, sorry.
And what happens if I press over the wrist here? Is that okay?
That's fine.
You're not getting any tingling or numbness or anything? And it's not sore if I...
Ooh!
If I press up here?
It is.
Sorry, I made you leap off the chair there. Is it sore in there?
Yeah.
Is that where you're getting problems, or is that a different thing?
Well, I've never had that before. I've never experienced it before.
So if I do that, is it hurting up here?
Yeah.
Because this is the point of where you get a tennis elbow.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of tennis elbow.
And the
I would have thought, because I've never played tennis.
Well, there you go. And you don't need to play tennis for it to come on. The muscles from this bit of your bone come all the way down your forearm. And so when you're gripping, the muscles are all in use, but they join onto your bone up here.
Right.
And so that's when you twist and hold kettles, for example, you can get pain coming from your elbow. But usually tennis elbow causes pain on the elbow itself. When I pressed, did it cause just pain there rather than down here? Yeah. Because I'm wondering whether you're getting some muscle spasm here.
Right.
And the reason I say that is because I've seen the X-ray.
Oh, thanks.
And it all looks totally normal.
Yeah.
OK, so there's no arthritis or anything else more worrying on the X-ray.
Right.
My thought is that we should get some physio for you.
Ah.
As a next step. Does that sound like a plan?
It does, however, I am seeing a physio at the hospital, right? mainly for the back.
Yeah, because I wonder whether if you mentioned your hand to them, you might be able to get them to give you some exercise.
Okay.
Rather than me re-refer you.
Yeah.
And then another waiting list. So
Oh, brilliant. That seems good.
jolly good. Well, nice to see you
Well,
anyway.
thank you for your time and
Jolly good.
thank you very much.
Take it easy.
Well, I'll
Bye
try
then.
my best.
Bye.
Take care.
What's happened?
Basically, my landlord's selling the house I've lived in for 5 years.
Oh, I'm
So, yeah, trying to budget and magic money out of nowhere
Yeah.
for deposits. I've been lucky enough to have quite a low rent for this 5 years. And, of course, prices have gone sky high.
Have you been to the council or anything?
Yeah, I've been to the council. They've assigned me, but they've said they haven't got much and it's more likely to end up in a bedsit or hotel. And I've got a dog and a cat and 2 kids, so 11 and 13, 2 boys, 2 preteens.
Oh,
so
dear.
yeah,
Aware of all this.
they know they're very, very supportive.
Yeah.
But bless them, I'm trying to sort of protect them, put them
Yeah.
first, and then me. Yeah, it's
And
a
have you
bit.
got anybody that you'd be able to stay with, or?
No,
No.
my mum and dad have not even got the space for the bedroom. So.
Yeah. And what about the kids' dad? Is he around?
He is. He lives with his now wife and their son, and they all share a bedroom when they go and
When they
stay
go.
anyway. So
Yeah.
I don't really fancy sleeping
Not
on
you,
it so
no.
far.
I'm thinking you.
Hi, come with my bags. Got the dog. You like cats and dogs, don't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
heck.
So, but you got to laugh it out. That's all I can
Yeah.
do.
You got a housing officer or anybody
I've
working?
been allocated
You've
somebody,
been allocated an
but
housing
yeah,
officer,
but
so everything's in
checking it.
place.
Everything's in place. It's
Yeah.
just I suffer from anxiety
Yeah,
anyway. So
yeah.
of course my brain is just constant. So
Yeah.
sleeping is impossible. I'm constantly plagued by nightmares.
You've got to look after your mental health, and this is a difficult time, really.
Yeah, I'm surprised that I am coping.
Yeah.
I guess since becoming disabled, it may had me a rethink on everything or what's important. Yeah, exactly.
So you're thinking about your physical health because
yeah,
you're
trying to,
doing
yeah,
your blood
exactly,
pressures.
so-
It's tricky because it's not the best time to be trying to get your blood pressure controlled.
No, it couldn't have come at a worse time.
It couldn't,
actually,
no.
to be fair. So,
You've
yeah.
got your cardiologist that you're going to see in September.
Yes.
If you feel poorly
Oh,
and
yeah,
your
if I-
heart's
if I
going
get to the
funny,
point,
you
yeah.
go to A&E.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those things I wouldn't
absolutely,
wouldn't
definitely.
hesitate.
And you're coming in next week.
Yeah, for
and
the
do them other blood pressures.
Fantastic.
That's a fabulous stick.
Oh yeah, if you're going to do it properly. That's the
I
way I
think
say it.
that's
Why
right.
blend in? Is
Yeah,
the way
absolutely.
I see it. So thank you
Yeah.
very much.
It's lovely
Take
to meet
care.
you. Lovely to meet you. All the
Lovely.
best.
Thank you
See
very
you
much.
later, Laura.
Bye.
Bye-bye, love. Bye.
Right, I'm just going to grab the door a second. You all right?
Yeah, okay.
Perfect. There's that one.
No, I never used to be like this, believe it or not.
Really?
Honestly.
Amazing. There we go. Amazing.
The thing is, I tire very easily. I walk up to the shop, which is like the end of my road.
Yeah.
I walk back, I've got to sit down before I do anything else. If I hoover, once I've hoovered,
Yeah. But it's brilliant that you keep that you do keep doing those things.
well,
It's
everybody's
so
telling me to get a
important.
mobility scooter.
Oh, okay. And you're against
No.
the idea? Okay.
If
How
I don't
come?
push myself a
Yeah,
bit,
no, you're right.
I'm going to lose the use of them.
Yeah.
Hi there,
Hello
Mr.
there.
Davidson.
Yes.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's okay.
My name's Dr. Savage. Would you like to come through?
Certainly, if I can get up.
Yeah, sure. She'd had 3, 2, 1. Give it a go.
Amazing.
Look, yeah.
Are you all
Sorry,
right?
yeah.
Thanks.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Come on through.
Thank you. Can you help me down?
Of course,
Sorry,
yeah.
Doc.
Take it slow. Put your weight on me.
Thank you.
Let's get you down there.
Thank you. I got them there.
All right. Settled. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I've had a little delve
into
your records,
That's
obviously,
fine.
to try and get a bit of background.
Yeah.
There's a lot in
There's
there.
a lot, I'm afraid.
Tell me what you've come here to talk about today, and then we'll...
Two things,
we'll navigate.
Doctor. Myosotis
Mm-hmm.
and my temazepam. I want just to discuss with you, please.
Fair enough.
Now, with the myosotis, I started off with a bad cold and cough.
Mm-hmm.
Went on for weeks and weeks.
Myositis is the name used for a range of conditions that are extremely rare, that tend to lead to muscle pain, weakness, muscle weakness and fatigue. There isn't a cure.
And someone called me in and said, John, you're 1 in a million. I said, I know. But she said, I'm afraid you've got a 1 in a million disease, and you're the one.
You've lived with this for, what?
9 years.
9 years now. Has it been up and down? Has it been a steady decline?
Decline, complete decline. Believe this or not, I'm 68 now, and at 63, I could still sprint. It's completely, well, ruined my life, to be honest, because I can't do what I want to do. I'm so frustrated.
It's very hard to really understand what it's like to be diagnosed with any long-term condition. With myositis, you're going to experience pain, you're going to experience weakness, your life is going to be changed. There are things that you won't be able to do that you were able to do before. And you're going to be living with a lot of uncertainty because it's hard to predict exactly what kind of course that condition is going to take. How are you coping up here? How's the sort of psychological...
I know where you're going. And yes, I do get depressed a little bit. Not to the point of suicide or anything like that. But yeah, because I can't do what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know, I keep hearing these people, oh, do this exercise, do this. And I shout out, I can't. But my worry, just jumping the gun if I may, on the temazepam, my worry is now, I've moved surgeries and already I've hit a problem because I got to see a clinical pharmacist about this temazepam.
Temazepam is a benzodiazepine, and that is a type of sedative, essentially a class of drugs that reduce the amount of brain activity. It's quite effective at making you feel relaxed, stopping you feeling extremely anxious, and can help you sleep.
And if I can't have them at all, psychologically, I'm not going to sleep. If I'm not going to sleep, I get anxiety, depression, and you know the end.
Just see what you're on. Let's have a look at your tablet thingy and we'll just run it through, shall we? And we'll just check.
Okay. I've been taking naproxen, Zapane, and I was given some cocodamol as well.
I would ideally like you to be able to reduce the amount of cocodamol that you're using because that can be quite an addictive drug.
Yeah, the painkillers, they do help, but I don't want to sort of live on painkillers for the rest of my life.
I'm a little bit reluctant to try these things because I'm taking so much other medication. You don't know what's clashing and what isn't.
4 milligrams twice a day, I'd start with.
We'll try that. And
And you can go up to 8 milligrams if needed.
Right.
I'm happy with the dosage. We'd like to continue with that if obviously you agree.
Bet what we'll probably just need to do is slowly, just gradually get you to increase it over the next few weeks and try and get you up to a dose to see that hopefully that will do the trick.
I am worried now.
Don't worry about the temazepam. Okay, well, no one's going to stop that all of a
Thank
sudden.
you.
All right, no one's going to leave
Thank
you
you
in the lurch and say computer says no. Certain medications can serve a role, but often, unfortunately, with things like the benzodiazepines and things, they're highly effective but highly addictive. And then
I am addicted.
Yeah. So we're always cautious of any medication that's highly addictive. With temazepam, you can quickly get to a really vicious spiral where you're needing more and more, and it's harder and harder to stop. I mean, what dose do you want?
10 milligrams.
Well, you told me at the start, temazepam, you need it to sleep.
Correct.
Without the sleep, you get depressed.
Correct.
When you get depressed, we all know this is
Yes.
a bad. We don't want to go into that.
And that's
dark
not
place.
a threat, by the way, it's what will happen.
Yeah, we need. No, I've got to do everything in my power to make sure you don't get into that headspace again. Maybe we can make a little bargain where we try to reduce the dose of the temazepam, and you feed back to us how you're getting on.
When you say reduce the dose of temazepam, what are you thinking about?
In my mind, I can think of 3 medications that help you sleep and have an antidepressant effect.
Different tablet, you mean?
Completely different drug mechanism.
But for the same reasons?
It would help you sleep, and it would primarily be aiming to treat depression. Temazepam isn't an antidepressant. Temazepam is a whopping dose of sort of tranquilizer, essentially. I want to give you something you can take 5, no problems, no addiction issues, helps with your mood, helps you sleep. No downsides. If I give you something like mirtazapine, have you ever tried that?
No.
That's a good antidepressant, and you take it before bed, and it helps you sleep. If you were happy with a view to start something different, I would try to get the dose of temazepam down a tiny bit to like 7.5 milligrams and see how you fare. Because then you've moved on from the conversation. We've had a lot of conversations.
Okay, I'll
today.
give that a go.
Then the ball's rolling before you see the pharmacist. If your mood gets any worse, don't wait until you're down.
No.
Give us a chat and we can talk about our options. All right.
Thanks, Doctor.
Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you for your time.
3, 2, 1. There you go.
Thank you very much indeed.
Not a problem.
It was worth coming. Oh dear. Oh.
Come in. Nice fellow, wasn't there?
You know, it's actually one of those ones where, because you think, okay, this guy's going to talk about what's my prognosis, but actually he was just petrified that someone was going to stop his temazepam. Somehow, over the years, someone's ended up getting him on a whapping dose of temazepam. And I know that's always a tricky consultation because it's just so highly addictive and people are very attached to that drug. And once someone's found themselves in a shocking situation that's actually been created by the medical establishment, I feel like you can't suddenly be like, well, I'm I would never have done this, so you're off. I think you've got to work with them, otherwise you lose them. And there's nothing worse than you get patients feeling like accused. In the UK, we've got a big problem with opiate addiction, and so we've got to take responsibility and be compassionate about getting them off it.
And now we know about it.
Yeah.
I think people have to be careful about what they start.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, because we know so much.
Ring, ring, go away, come on, get the
You ready? Gonna get up here for me.
Hello. Are you all right? You're brilliant. Hello. Who are these two?
Everest.
Everest. Oh, sounds amazing. Look at their glittery eyes. Hello. My name's Aldine. Can you carry those?
Who are these guys?
Can you take them?
Who's that?
Sky.
Come on in, Riven.
Come on, let's go.
Come on in. My special room. It sounds like it's raining a bit outside.
She doesn't talk as much
That's
as
okay.
someone her age would
That's
normally.
all right. I've had a little read.
She's on the speech and language
Perfect.
list.
Right then. So, Mum, give me a bit of history about what's going on.
She had a weird cough sound in the night about a year ago. She kept waking up with this sound. It was worse at night. And then we saw one emergency doctor who said, oh, well, maybe we'll get her an inhaler. Lately, she's been playing tag with her brother and sister, and they're running around, and then suddenly she'll just drop to the floor, go, and she started signing for the inhaler. So we've given it to her, and then she's been fine again.
So do you hear any kind of noises in her chest?
I can't say that I definitely heard lots of wheezing.
Okay, that's fine.
Except when she's been running around, and then it's that weird sound that she's... Rivy?
So the weird sound, what's that? Oh, okay, so there's a bit of a gasp. So, and what about variable cough?
She has quite a cough quite often at night. She
Worse
does
in
wake up every night. I don't know if she's waking up coughing or whether she's just waking up.
So you've done the right thing in bringing her in. Talk to me about the inhalers that you've been given.
Just the Ventolin.
Just the Ventolin. Okay, so that's a reliever. So that's when you notice that she's asking for an inhaler. Okay, just have a go. Do you want to show me how you do it? Oh, perfect.
What do you have to do, Rivy?
Not on you, that's fine. Yes. High five.
Counting.
Well done, I'm really impressed. So what I'm going to do is order you a brown inhaler, all right? So the brown inhaler will look like that, but a different colour, obviously. And what it's doing is preventing, hopefully, the use of that. So it's building up on those lungs. So just watch that she's using her tummy. If she's starting to use her shoulders, then she's struggling to get a good breath in. But what we want to encourage is that that medication gets as far down into those lungs as possible, okay? So Riven, we're going to try it for 8 weeks, all right? These guys have been brilliant, Riven.
Riven, what'd you
These
say?
have been great. Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Yay, well done. See, if she gets worse, bring her back. You know, don't wait the full 8 weeks. It's just a guide, all right?
Rivy, can you say bye-bye?
Well done. Thank you so much. Lovely to meet you. Let me get you. Bye-bye.
They're raining now. Thank you.
Take care, you're welcome. Bye.
Thank you, bye.
Well done.
Right.
We've lost a plant. Oh no.
Hi there, Mr. Wilkes.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, nice
yes,
to meet you.
Yeah, and
My
you.
name's Dr. Savage.
All right.
Please come
Yeah.
through. So it's a bit of a tight squeeze.
That's all right, no worries.
Take a seat. Okay. What brings you here today, Mr. Wilkes?
I've got like a sore come up on the end of my penis. It was just like a bit of a red blemish.
Okay.
A few months ago, didn't really take much notice of it. Being a sensitive area, I thought soap might have done it. But just these last few days, it's sort of just slightly raised up a bit, like in a ring sort of form. So I thought, maybe I need it looked
Fair
at.
enough. Yeah, well, you've done the right thing getting it checked out.
I can assure you it's not from messing around. I'm 65 years of age now.
Okay, I am going to have to delve deep into your personal history. Do you mind if I ask
No,
a
not a
few
problem.
things?
Yeah.
Is it painful?
No.
No? Is there any discharge coming from
No,
it? Any kind
no,
of...
no.
No? No bleeding or anything like that?
No, no.
Are you feeling well in yourself?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Your testicles don't feel painful or swollen or anything like that?
No.
You haven't had an injury or anything? You haven't caught it in your flies or anything along those lines?
No.
Any other skin changes, rashes?
No.
And you say your sexual history right now is pretty ordinary?
Yeah. Still having sex with the wife, but nobody else.
Okay,
nothing like that. So.
Wonderful. Okay, well, do you mind if I examine you?
That's it, not a problem.
Yeah,
would.
Dan, I'll draw the curtain for a second, get my gloves on.
Yeah.
And then just tell me when you are ready. Yeah, so just drop your trousers.
Yeah.
Give me a shout when you're ready.
Yeah. Okay.
Show me what's concerning you. And it's completely painless.
Yeah. Before it was just like a bit of a blemish on the skin, and now it's just.
Is it not itchy at all? Or
No.
It's not ulcerated because the skin is actually nice and intact. It doesn't look too inflamed. It doesn't look angry.
No.
I think it's the beginnings of a little bit of balanitis, and normally that's fungal. I'm just going to feel your abdomen as well, just make sure there's not swollen glands in here. That all feels normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to examine your testicles?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah.
Do you ever examine your testicles?
I do squeeze them now and again and
good
feel
on you.
them.
I think while we're here, I might just check everything.
Yeah.
Make sure there's no inflammation. That all looks smooth. Yeah, so when you're in the bath and it's nice and warm and it's a good idea just with soapy hands just to sort of feel.
Yeah.
Try and sort of gently roll the testicle between your fingers.
Yeah.
And you're just looking out for any kind of thing that doesn't feel smooth, something that's sort of sticking out, just feels irregular. You'll know your testicles better than anyone else. If something that seems different, you can put your pants back up. I'm not worried about that at all.
No.
I don't think you've got an STI. I don't think you've got a syphilis or something like that. I will give you a little bit of just a cream you can use twice a day.
Yeah.
But what I'll do is I'll just send it direct to the pharmacy. But if things don't settle down or it gets more inflamed and it's not moving in the right direction, if you get inflammation of that part of the penis, if that doesn't settle down, doesn't clear up, then we certainly do need to look into it in more detail. Okay, it'd be a red flag. If that's sort of recurrent or doesn't clear up, then you want to come back and we'll get it checked out very thoroughly.
Great, thank
Anything
you very
else
much.
you wanted to ask me today?
No, that's all. That's fantastic.
Lovely to meet you. Take care.
Nice
Cheers.
to meet
Best
you.
of luck.
Take care. Have a nice day.
You too.
That was a bit of a relief. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Take
meet
care.
you, mate. See you
Bye-bye.
later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hiya. Is it Ashley Warwick? It was 1:10 with Debbie Harris. Yeah, if you just had to take a seat there, for me, please. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. You'll be fine.
Ashley Warwick. Hi there. In you come, ladies.
Thank you.
Take a seat, my love.
Hi, thank you.
What can I do for you?
So, about 3 weeks ago, I thought I'd strained my muscle on my back. I was in agony for about 4 days.
Yeah.
And I came to the doctors here and went to hospital as well because I was in so much pain, and they both said strained muscle. Since then, the pain's like slowly going, but I'm like experienced just like dead foot, like where my sock feels really tight and a little bit of like a dead arm, and I just feel like it's not muscle, I feel like it's nerve. And I'm panicking myself.
Right. Have you had any injury whatsoever?
No.
Nothing at all?
No, that's why I was nervous. I did a lot of like paddle boarding, like falling off into the sea.
Yeah,
and
so you
stuff
might
like
have
that.
pulled something and
I
not
might
know.
have, It's just in the last couple of days of just my foot feels like this sock feels like it's really tight on my foot. It's really making me nervous and
yeah,
I think of the worst things possible.
Are you getting a bit panicky?
Yeah, I got really panic anxiety.
Do you suffer from panic, right?
Yeah.
Oh, love, come on. There you go.
She suffers really badly with anxiety.
Right.
And she's Googling all of the possibilities of what it could be. And she's got a lot going on at the moment. Her granddad's unwell, so she's just got a lot going on in her head, and she's just keep working herself up.
Yeah.
I keep trying to reassure her that she's
I
okay.
know, but I just don't feel normal at the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
My body just doesn't feel right.
Feel right.
No.
Yeah.
Do you think now, with like sort of the internet and stuff, people are more likely to come to you and be like, well, I've looked it up and I think it's this?
I looked online because I'm worried if it's near my kidneys, which is somewhere there.
Does it feel like you've pulled something?
No, I've definitely just jarred it. I've just like, let's Google. Oh, we're surrounded by doctors and let's Google.
Most people nowadays look at their list of symptoms on the internet and keep searching till they find something.
I mean, you Google everything, but you could sit and surmise.
So what did Google tell you?
I don't know, anything from a pancreas or appendix.
People can sometimes come with very bizarre illnesses and it's really difficult to reassure them.
It's always the bad stuff that comes up first when you start looking into it.
Because there's lots of symptoms that it ticks boxes for lots of things when you look, but, you know, I'm not a doctor.
Looked it up, Dr. Google or whatever. And
Sure, thought that's what it was.
Yeah.
There's that much information out there. If people are anxious, they can get information overload, which causes more anxiety and more symptoms.
You haven't done any Google searches or anything like that? You haven't been stressing yourself out on that? Good decision.
It's never any good.
My anxiety is bad at the moment.
Right.
Ever since I've hurt my back, it's bad, and I need to get it sorted.
Yeah.
Because I had my first proper panic attack the other day, and my whole body was shaking. I couldn't stop myself.
When you do suffer from anxiety, it is the hardest thing in the world. And if it's health-related anxiety, do you have health-related? Do you Google a lot of health symptoms?
Yeah, it's
in the
new.
last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I would say that's new. Like, it's usually just been with like stress and like worrying about people, but not about my health. No.
Yeah.
I just look at stuff on Google and it's like, oh, your foot's going to be amputated if you don't see someone about a trapped nerve or a damaged nerve, and I don't want.
Do you mind telling me what you've seen?
I just looked up damaged nerve, like what happens if it goes untreated, and then it just tells you all the bad things.
And what does it say? You lose your foot and stuff like that? Oh,
I know, I've said that.
I just want to catch them before something serious.
Yeah. Do you want me to have a little look at you? Take your boots off. Right, you've got good pulses in your feet, you've got great colour in your toes.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
You've got a really good reflex there. Right, can you feel me touching your feet? Yeah. Push your foot up. Push my hand away. It's really strong.
Yeah.
Push down. That's really, really strong. Right, pop your sock back on. I think that you've had a back strain, which is getting better. I think the funny feeling that you've had just for a couple of days, those sort of things are really, really common in anxiety. Yeah, these physical things. And when you've got anxiety, it's really difficult. You'll have your own strategies for managing. Have you been to see people?
I used to, as when I was back at school.
Yeah.
You're not medicated for it though, are you?
No.
I'm just wondering if medication might be better
I used
for
to be
you.
on medication.
Yeah.
Citalopram and.
You've had talking therapies before, you've had medication. It might be time for you to just think about where you're going with that. I looked up about access to psychological therapies in Swindon, and there's Lift, and you know about it. And have you got a number for Lift?
Yeah, I do.
At the moment, because you are really anxious, at the end of the day, do a bit of thinking with your mum, what's been good today? One thing, one thing. Focus on the fact that your back's getting better. Time is the best thing we have in general practice, and I think that I'm not worried about these symptoms that you've got. So focus on keeping your breathing slow, thinking positive. Don't suffer in silence with your anxiety. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Well, it's lovely to meet you both.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank
All
you
the best,
very
my
much.
love.
Thank you.
See you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye, love.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Wait, there we go.
Hiya. Is it Tina?
Yes.
You guys just want to take a seat down
That's great, thank you. Oh, you like the chair? It's a honey chair, is it?
Honey colour.
Take a seat, please.
Wait. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Hi, is it Tina?
Yes,
Hi, come on in.
What are your
Have a seat. I'm Dr. Beecraft.
Right, Kimmy, I might need to sit there. So.
So, how can I help you?
Getting changed to bed, I noticed that my toe has gone purple.
Oh, yeah, it has. Okay.
So he's got a cut on his toe, so he's convinced he's got the same issue.
like that?
Like, shush you. I haven't tripped on anything, I've not dropped anything, I've not walked into anything.
So what made you aware of it? Was it because it was hurting that you saw that it was all black and blue?
My foot was hurting anyway.
Yeah.
It has swelled up. Still quite painful.
You haven't been in kind of little high heel shoes or anything at any point with it?
I wore wedges, but decided to go clubbing.
Fair enough.
My daughter gave me consent to have one night off.
Thank you.
So yeah.
Can I switch you over? So do you want to come up here?
Please don't touch my feet.
No, not at all. Let me put some gloves on. So, just going to poke and press a bit. So let me know if I do anything that's upsetting you. So when I'm doing that, is that upsetting you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you can just get trauma from repeated walking and things like that. So it's not necessarily an event where something's landed on your toe or you've stubbed it so you kind of know at that minute.
Are we nearly finished?
We are nearly done. In terms of this, so I would just protect it at all costs because it is going to feel a bit sore. It's just like having a bruise. Just leave that be for a moment. So it's all, the nail itself is all swollen and it kind of moves around. So when I press these nails, they're not moving anyway, but I feel like it might kind of poke out or lift off a little bit. What we need to get you to do is to keep the nail kind of trimmed so that it doesn't just grow. Hopefully it will grow out. But I don't think it's infected or anything else like that. I think it's just all a bit kind of black and blue,
Just
bruised, and we'll just
inflamed,
settle down.
That's great, thank you. Thank you for seeing me.
No problem.
And I'm so I've got 2 lively monkeys.
No, that's okay. Fit and full of life. All right, take care. Bye, bye.
Am I still
No, Keaton.
Oh, he's strong.
Right, come on, let's not break the place. I'm so sorry.
Guys.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
There you go. No, leave the stones alone, Keaton. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
And you.
Cheers then.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks ever so
Really
much.
nice to meet you.
And you, thank
All right,
you.
you take care and have a great holiday.
Will do, thank
All
you.
right, bye.
Okay, brilliant.
Nice to meet you. Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.
In this job, you have to enjoy the challenge of trying to find out what is going on with each individual. A lot of the times, the mystery isn't necessarily the disease entities that you've been learning about in medical school. Often, it's about the fear of those conditions, and you can understand where someone's concerns are coming from, and you can hopefully put their mind at ease.
Tell me a bit more about that.
It was just literally the most horrendous thing that ever happened.
I'm still having this problem with the toilet, and I'll tell you, it's embarrassing.
I'm useless. I've got no coordination. I shouldn't be saying that as I'm about to put an injection in your knee.
Catch all that new next Tuesday at 7. And if you or someone you know has been affected by any of the issues raised in tonight's programme, please go to channel5.com/helplines for information and support. Next, from a cheeky food thief to an anxious rescue pup, it's Master Dog Trainer Graham to the rescue in new dogs behaving very badly.